Now, when you get on a Disney cruise ship, there is a lot to do, and you will probably have your plans made long before you get there. That being said, you are inevitably going to find yourself with a little bit of downtime, or maybe you just want to switch it up a little bit. So here are 10 things to do on board a Disney cruise ship. And one of our favorite things about a Disney cruise ship is the sheer selection of movies that they have on board. Not only can you view an extensive list of Disney cruise movies from your stateroom, but depending on when you sail, you might actually be able to catch a movie premiere at sea. Sometimes those brand new movies will debut on land, but you'll be on the cruise ship. Well, don't worry, you're gonna get to watch it anyway because they make sure to have a premiere of those movies at sea. Disney plays first-run movies on board in their beautiful theaters. They will also have 3D for you 3D lovers out there. And if you happen to be sailing on the Disney Wish, they have a whole nother theater dedicated just to Disney classics. And for you collectors out there, they are going to have popcorn buckets on board with those delightfully affordable refills. And those refills are $1.50 or $2, just perfect to go along with your movie on board. And one of my personal favorite ways to watch a movie is their Funnel Vision up on deck. They will have movies playing on here all throughout the day until about 12. We just love to finish the day off with some Funnel Vision. It is so peaceful there. And another fan favorite on Disney Cruise Line is the trivia. Truly being fun for all ages, there are things for just kids, families, adults only. For the kiddos, they will have trivia inside the youth clubs. For trivia-loving families, you can find it in the D Lounge on the first 4 ships or in Luna on the Disney Wish. And for adults only, they will specify where, but typically that's going to be in a pub. And of course, they have awards. Prizes are given to the winners, and people really do love to collect those and show those off. I haven't gotten one yet, but we've been working on it. They have Disney trivia, movie quotes, sports, 80s music, and if you happen to be on a Marvel Day at Sea, for example, there should be some Marvel-specific trivia as well. It will be noted on that Disney Cruise Line Navigator app. If you haven't done that yet, make sure you do that right after these videos, because that'll tell you when, where, and what kind of trivia they're having. And one of my personal favorites is the theme song for TV shows. Those really just get stuck in my head. So no matter who you happen to be cruising with, there should be fun for everyone. And another thing you won't want to miss is the classes available to you. There really are a lot of options. Now, I can't give you all of them here because there are so many that are going to be cruise specific. But some of my favorites that I would recommend include cookie decorating on the Maritime cruises, fitness classes in the gym, and the cooking classes that are on longer cruises. But that is not the one I'm recommending. The one that I'm recommending that I believe is the most underrated, and that is the one that teaches you how to make those beautiful towel animals that greet you when you come back from a long day of cruising. And if you have seen any videos or photos of the ship, you will have no doubt noticed there is a water slide attraction on pretty much every ship you can get on, except for the Disney Wonder. The Disney Magic will have the Aqua Dunk, which is a drop slide. The Dream and Fantasy both have the Aqua Duck, and the Aqua Duck goes off the side of the ship over the ocean. I highly recommend this during the day and evening because of these beautiful colors, and that's a pretty neat view. And the Disney Wish is going to have the Aqua Mouse, the first attraction at sea, but still enjoying the water. And these are seriously some of the most fun you can have on board, whether you're going by yourself or with one of your little ones, or if you wait till sunset so you can get that awesome view. Whatever you do, do not get off the ship without getting on one of those rides. They really are a lot of fun. And of course, for your little ones, they are going to have youth clubs. They all have age-appropriate activities, and there are a lot of them. They will have a nursery for up to 3 years old. There is a charge for the nursery. All of the other youth clubs are included in the cost of the cruise, but that one has an additional charge. For your 3-year-olds who are potty trained on up to 12 years old, they will have the Oceaneers Club and the Oceaneers Lab. These include places within them where they can greet Marvel characters. On the Disney Wish, they can create their own roller coaster. On the first 4 ships, they have Toy Story in this area. They have the Fairy Tale Hall. They have Star Wars on the Wish as well. They just have a lot of themed fun in these youth clubs. Make sure you check into that. And for those older kiddos, they have Edge for ages 11 through 14 and Vibe ages 14 through 17. These again will have more age-appropriate activities for those kiddos, including a coffee bar or a smoothie bar. The Dream and Fantasy Teen Club Vibe actually has their own pool deck outside. A lot of fun for the kids. And they will have activities all the time. A few examples of some things they will do. They do crafts, make slime, scavenger hunts. They have Star Wars Creature Challenge, dance parties, surprise visits from characters, some island crafts on Castaway Cay, and of course they have specific places on the island for your youth as well. And they don't leave out the teens either. They have their own hideout specifically for those between 14 and 17 years old. Of course, there's going to be counselors with games and events. And of course, the adults don't get left out either. Serenity Bay is perfect for adults only. There is a ton of stuff going on. The older kids have DJ equipment in there. There's just a ton of stuff going on in these youth clubs. It's a lot of fun for the kiddos, and they even have open houses, so if you want to go check that out with them, or if you're traveling adults only and just want to play with some of their cool stuff, you can do that also. For the most part, they are going to have long stretches of open houses during port days, because a lot of people are going to be off the ship in port, but if you happen to stay on the ship, that's a really good time to check those out. Just check your Navigator app for when those open houses are. Now, depending on how much time you've spent on the ship at this point, you may need a chance to stretch your legs. And lucky for you, every ship has an opportunity for you to do that. My personal favorite is going to be Deck 4 with their walking track. On the first 4 ships, there is a walking track that will go around the entire length of the ship. That is on Deck 4, and I just love the sea breeze and the view of the ocean out there. If you happen to be on the Wish, they do have a deck area that you can walk, but it does not go all the way around the ship. So probably more of a U-turn is in order on that one. Up in the gym, they also have treadmills that overlook the ocean, which can be a nice moment of calm. And if you or anyone in your family is into sports, they will also have a sports area on each ship. On the first 4 ships, they're going to have it outside on the sports deck. You can play basketball. They've got foosball up there. On the Disney Wish, that is going to be in the Hero Zone. It is nice to be able to do that indoors sometimes, especially I guess in some of those really humid areas. In the Hero Zone, they will also have an obstacle course in there at certain times. Check your Navigator times for that. That is a lot of fun to have with the family. And if you have an athlete in your family who wants to make sure they're working off all the calories from that fabulous food, their Private Island Castaway Cay actually has a 5K race. So if you are on one of the cruises that is going to that island, that is something to look into. And a favorite of this channel, if you haven't seen Jack Jack's Diaper Dash, or you don't know what it is at all, you are in for a treat. Jack Jack's Diaper Dash is one of the most fun things that happens on these ships. Now basically, imagine a turtle race, except the turtles are your kids. And honestly, the look on some of the parents' faces when their kids get completely distracted and don't win them the race is pure comedy. Now, up until this point, we have talked about things that are available on the majority of ships. But depending on which one you take, there are actually some super exclusive things that are only available on specific ships. Things like the Hero Zone on the Wish, which is a great place to spend time with your little ones. Honestly, it's really fun. Or even the Midship Detective Agency, which was one of my favorites on the Fantasy. The Midship Detective Agency is a mystery that you will solve. There is a game board that you will collect from the desk. You will go around to different places that have artwork that will include clues for you to solve the mystery. That is available on the Dream and Fantasy. And if you are someone that enjoyed the Midship Detective Agency, you may also enjoy the Uncharted Adventure on the Disney Wish. Uncharted Adventures will take you around the ship. It will turn your device into a spyglass. It actually has an interactive experience at the end of the cruise that can be a fun little family adventure on board the ship. Now for me, one of the coolest things you can do on the ship is take one of their tours. If you get on the ship and immediately check your Navigator, you might find that there is a tour of the ship. Those are typically early that first day. The tours will vary from ship to ship, but there is going to be a tour on every ship. And the basic tour is going to be on any cruise you go on. That will be the first day of the cruise, and it is a tour of spaces on the ship. They also have Art of the Ship tours, behind the making of the Dream, the making of the Wish. Just check on the Navigator app which tours are available for your cruise. You will definitely also find out little tips and tidbits that you would not really come across otherwise. The crew members definitely know what they are talking about and will give you some good information on those tours. I do recommend this for the more hardcore Disney fans. I don't think it's necessarily the most interesting thing for your kiddos. And on your stateroom TV, they will also have some behind the scenes show/tours that you can see. They have the engine room, the bridge, some fun stuff you can't see anywhere else except on the ship. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, ring that little bell. It'll let you know as soon as we have any other videos. Now, if you're looking for some more gold on the ships, go check out 10 Hidden Gems. That one really is a bit of gold. And if you haven't seen it yet, go check out the Disney Cruise Christmas Breakdown. It'll tell you what they're doing on the Maritime cruises.